Hello everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. So natural gas has a dip again today, and this dip, the reasons are again not justified. If you look into the nat gas weather forecast, so it is something which says like it will be warmer than normal temperatures for the rest like from January 8th to 14th. Okay, but that is kind of talking about the average. Okay, but at certain places like Denver and Montana, so these places are not having warmer temperature right now. In New York, obviously, and certain parts of New York and again the northeast part, there are certain places where the temperatures have been above normal and will stay like that for the next 7 to 8 days. But overall situation, considering the temperature, it is something which keeps on varying. Okay, you can't be very sure. It's just like in Texas right now, the forecast is it is going to be cold, not like very chilly cold, but it's going to be cold. The temperatures are going to drop around 5 to 6 degrees, 5 to 6 degrees below the normal. Okay, so that is again subject to see temperature and weather is something which will vary from time to time, from day to day. So that there is no control on that. So the main thing is the EA report. If you go through that, the EI report suggests there has been an exponential increase in. I'm sorry. I'll open the weekly update. I'll open the weekly update. So weekly update that suggests, if you look into here, that suggests that yeah, 143 billion cubic feet has been exported. So that is approximately more than 20 BCFD, right? If you're considering 7 days, so it's more than 20 BCFD, and also Golden Pass LNG is something which has already started. Like I don't see that as per the last update, the cooling vessel arrived there at the Golden Pass port, and it was more than 4x right now, nearly 4x. So I think the export should have already started, and that will reflect in the next report, hopefully. Usually, you don't get this information through the any sources, so that is something you need to calculate. Like you see the last vessel arriving for the cooling 4 weeks back. So by for after 4 weeks, the production should have started already. Okay, so 143 BCFT was the weekly export. That is approximately 20 BCF sorry, to 140 BCF was the weekly export. So that counts for 20 BCFT weekly export. Uh, so considering the export, I don't think this is the likely price. The likely price should be at least again around these levels. Okay, I'm not sure about the reasons like why natural gas has dropped so much. I'm expecting a pullback. Coming to crude oil has been surging. Reasons are again stupid. I don't know like why this some this US commodities behave so stupid. Crude oil has been like really has uh, has caught the attention right now. I don't think this level is sustainable. Honestly, this level is not at all sustainable. The maximum it would have like the maximum level it would have been like 534, 5340, but right now it is like way above that. On the bottom, definitely it should be 5150 or even lesser. I don't think there is any reason Trump threatening Iran to bomb Iran again. So that doesn't, those things don't really work. That is just a hype right now. Okay. Those things are hype. So you can expect crude again to drop and come down to below, definitely below 5340, and should come around again below 5250 even. The right level should be 5150. So crude is going to have a massive fall. That's what I believe like at this moment. Yeah, although I'm not taking any trade in crude, I'm completely consumed in natural gas right now. Natural gas has been a terrible trade today. Has been terrible. Like this particular plunge, I have no answer to that. I don't find any reason to that. Just it's a plunge. Yeah, just a pullback. For whatever reason, I don't know, but it is giving me good losses. natural gas. uh, I don't know. So uh, I'm just thinking like why this I because whatever the trade I take, right, I have certain logics for that. Like there should be logical reasoning for that. If there is no logical reasoning, I don't take any trade. So right now I don't find any logic. I took the trade because of logical reasoning, all these trades. But right now I'm finding myself into not a good state. Again, I was falling out of margin because of all this. All of a sudden, the plunge happened, right? So I was falling out of margin. Right now, margins are quite are in a stable state, but still, I don't file. I don't find like it is the right time for natural gas to plunge. The last year, the level was around 280, and if you consider the year report, right, the year report, the withdrawal has been more than that of last year. It was around 60 BCF more than last year, 60 or 70 BCF more than last year. So even after that much withdrawal, we see plunge. Even after we see the rise in export. So it is kind of contradiction. So right now, seeing a plunge in the natural gas prices doesn't at all make any sense to me, honestly. Whatever the plunge has been for whatever reason, I'm not sure about the like what is the exact reason that they are just selling natural gas. Yeah, so I'll continue to remain in these positions until I find like 315. 315 should be the target right now for the time being, and then followed by 325. The first target should be 315 around here. No, sorry, 315 in between 312 and 312 and 317. That's the first target. The second target is again 325. For whatever reason the pullback has happened right now, I'm not really sure, and I've been thinking, I've been googling on that, like what could be the reason like this pullback. Be- and I don't know like why this pullback has happened, yeah, honestly. And for whatever reason, and you see the PCR has dropped significantly because of this pullback. It is right now is running as 0.43, the PCR. And I don't know like what could be the reason. Like people are exiting, all the put side are exiting right now. People are on, like many of them would have bought the put when it was running around 315 today, around that these levels. People have bought the put and they had to exit. So that's also another thing like people need to learn. Like when you see some of any of the commodities, let it be crude oil and natural gas, they're running high on prices, and you're expecting a plunge or maybe a sideways market, then you need to sell call over there. You need not enter the put options there, not expecting like okay, it can't fall like below these levels. There's always a likelihood of fall, so you need to like calculate the risk reward ratio and then enter the trade. People make mistake there, and that's the reason we could just see here right now people are exiting the put side, and they must be like incurring heavy losses right around here. Like see 28%, there's 0.01. It's too much, but again 10% are like 1,000 contracts have been eroded here again. So this is like extremely like scary, like seeing all this. This is not justified also at the same time. All right, so that's all for this video right now. I'll try to keep it short. I am not going to add any other details here. The disclaimer at the end. So none of the videos, none of the analysis, none of the discussions that I do in these videos are meant to take an actual trade. They're meant for education purpose only. And yeah, so hope you are doing great and have a nice weekend ahead. Bye.